what's up, guys? We are here with James. He needed to get coffee, so we're going to get some coffee before we work on the actual
Do you want anything?
I was gonna pay for you, by the way. No, I got you.
Fine.
I got you. No, I got you. I got you.
He's gonna pay for me.
Yep.
Do you want anything though?
What's good?
Everything's good.
Okay, what size do you want?
What's the biggest you guys have?
32?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so
Do you have anything mango?
yeah.
Oh.
You want mango?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Do you want cream, lemonade, orange juice on top?
I wouldn't do everything. That
No,
sounds
probably not.
gross.
Lemonade? That sounds
Lemonade?
citrusy.
You want lemonade?
Yes, please.
Can we use those two for you guys?
Oh.
They do that.
You just pointed out. Oh no! Wait, does it zoom in? No, it's so slow too.
Nothing required on that.
Back to what I was saying. We're getting coffee. I'm getting something weird. I don't even know what a mango something. And I'm also using James's camera because my phone is dead and I still haven't picked up a new camera anyway since the last time I even vlogged anything at all, which was Stance Wars last summer. Thank this guy. Also for letting me use his garage and his tools and his time and his gas.
You're feeding me coffee though.
Yeah, coffee. That's the only contrast. So
Coffee and pie.
I did get him pie. I'm gonna definitely show you guys the pie. It looks so good. It's kind of partially eaten already, but
I know. I got you a pie. It's like two slices.
It's
but I
like
got
two
you a pie.
slices. It's something. So we're gonna head back and then start doing this Fender pick kit. All right, so we kind of missed a little bit late on the filming, but this is the Strafe Designs V3 rear diffuser for the WRX. This thing is fucking aggressive. It does not look this aggressive in the pictures. I really like it.
That might be touching the ground.
I'm okay with that. Oh my god, that is sexy. So that's going to be up the middle, so obviously lined up with the middle there. And then these are going to be the outer flaps with, holy shit. Oh, this is so mean. You guys, there's some people are going to watch this and just look at me and be like, you're such a fucking faggot. But you know what? I love it. I fucking love it. No, so that piece goes over the stock diffuser, so it sticks out. Yeah, like up there. That goes perfect with the wing, though. I'm excited. I'm so excited. Yeah, get that booty up. Getting a little too close, girl. So we're in the garage. We're back. We got our coffee. Well, he got his coffee. I got
my coffee.
I don't even know what I got, but it's good.
All I care about.
We're in the side angled parking setup that we got here, and kind of show you guys the kit. So it's just the HT Auto fender flares that are made for the 2015 plus Subaru WRX. Now, granted, I know this isn't really a wide body. This is just fender flares that are going on there. So yes, before you start saying a bunch of shit on the channel, I get it. It's fender flares. I'm working on the whole wide body concept a little bit later, but like I said, I want to go through every single, I guess, stage to kind of give a different look and different opinion on what these cars can actually do, which as far as looks go, obviously I chose a very odd way of showing off by doing the low mount wing, which I've gotten a lot of flack for, but if you guys like it, well, thanks. Maybe you guys can do it too. It's pretty simple. So we're unwrapping all this stuff. We have them all ready here. We're gonna start taping up the car and then kind of test fit them with tape and see how it all looks. And we still have to figure out how we're gonna get these little guys on because there's nothing to bolt those. So we gotta check that out. Okay, so this might be a little too loud. So just an update. So we just taped up the entire side of the car, and I should have cleaned off the inner wheel well because it's just flopping around now like, just insert pun there. We're about to test fit everything right now. We're gonna jack it up, take the wheels off because they're just gonna get in the way, obviously. And then
I just have to get it. We're not gay into music. This is an ad on YouTube. That's terrible. I figured that's the important stuff.
I mean, I'm really glad you said that because I wasn't thinking about it, but we can skip it.
The remote is really far away.
Okay, so anyways, so yeah, we're gonna jack up the car next, take these wheels off. I think we're gonna put them all on jack stands, and then start test fitting, start cutting, start grinding. Other people have taken days to do this. We're gonna try and do it tonight. It's about, what, 3 o'clock? About 3 o'clock. We have our coffee and stuff. We're super energized. We haven't done this side yet, but we're gonna break some of that tension. Hopefully the wheel just doesn't fall off, and then we're gonna give you guys an update. So we're gonna work on that. I'll do 3s in your front.
We're still vlogging?
Yeah.
Threaten me with a good time.
Sexual innuendos all the time. I like this style. You know what? I think I might want to actually have my front about this low. Let's see. Let's just keep a jack underneath it. Let's do that. That looks good. So I finally got this on. This is kind of just a test fit, taped on the side here. There's a little bit gap on the bottom, but I feel like just the pressure of everything is gonna kind of push it in. Now, granted, this is what I was talking about. Just there's a gap because, oh God. Did you say oops?
Maybe.
Okay, anyways, so there's this gap here, and it's because this piece goes in right here, and then it runs along the side. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm not liking what he's saying. What'd you do?
You didn't want these rubber bits, did you?
No. Why?
This one ripped.
Let's.
It did not fare well.
You
My
are
brute force removal technique.
James Ryan, everybody. Just f***ing up everything. So if you guys didn't know,
Said the guy who's not underneath the car.
yeah, I'm on the side of the car. Hey, don't eat that. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Henny, I'm out of here. So anyways, this is exactly what I was talking about when it came to the, just, I don't want to say it's poor quality because HTO is a good company, you know, they make good stuff, but come on guys, right? Right? So we're gonna do some modifications to this and get it on by tonight. I made a marking here, kind of like I think all the HT Auto fender flares go. There's a little bit of a mass production issue that they have with putting a little bit too much excess on that area. So where I started cutting with a razor is kind of a piece that just is extra and it's pushing this off the car, so it's not linear. So I made that line there. We're gonna cut that part off so that it actually fits snug to the fender and the body. And so we're gonna fix on that. So I'm gonna I was gonna cut it with a razor, but I think we're gonna utilize this fucking monster. I hope it's not overkill and breaks it, but I'll keep you posted if it does. Alright, so just an update, you guys. I mean, it's a little off topic and it should be no nonsense, but if you're going to bolt these in, make sure that you are installing the kind of the weather strip adhesive strip for mounting and stuff. As you can see, I'm going around and lining it up. That's basically going to be your weather seal. Now, granted, I got the 3M Colt kind of stuff. It's a adhesive sealer that will fill any gaps that based on imperfection of this, because it's very hard to see imperfections when you just tape it on there. You never know how much force you can actually apply where it actually closes all those gaps when you have this adhesive on there. Okay, so we basically got everything lined up and everything. I'm about to draw the inner line as far as this is kind of a rough estimate of the outer line there. So I'm going to only go about maybe an inch, maybe an inch and a half above this line of the inner of the actual fender. We already drilled our holes when we taped it on there. Probably going to start from about right here and going to probably stop about right here because I really want to go low. And we took out the inner fender, which is the fender liner right there, which was a fuck ton of bolts. Oh my god, if you do this, like, you gotta look for that stuff. So there's one right there, one right there. There's like 4 up the middle here, and then it's tricky because it's gonna try and trick you. There's going to be also one, so that's my coilover right there. It's just on the other side, hooked on there. You'll see it gets caught, but it's behind there. I can't really show you. And then there's 2, if I can get the camera back there, behind the mud flap. So that will throw you off. So be on the lookout for that if you're installing these. So we're down here getting this stuff. So this is like that outer diffuser comes stock with the car. He's taking out these 2 that are right there. And I'm sitting on the directions. These are the little push clips that you take out. So you just gotta pop them out, move them around a little bit, and they should slide right out. He's got the side ones on. So these look amazing. I love the kind of industrial bolting that they gave for it, but just the design, it's so mean. Especially with the wing, it's just perfect. He's working on the middle diffuser. 2 birds, 1 stone. Thank you, James. And then we'll get back to kind of more information. But basically for these side ones, it's just 3 bolts. There's the push pins that are everything that are in there, and you can just basically install them that way. So it's 100% like right on there. So I'll add a description, in the description, a link to see this rear diffuser. I believe it was like $300 and some odd or something like that, but half the cost of Aeroflow Dynamics. Even though Aeroflow Dynamics I think is a little bit more aggressive and cooler, I can't afford that. I have too much other stuff I want to do to this car. So this is a huge substitute that I love.
Okay, so we put the 2 studs in, the 2 studs where there's holes provided in the rear bumper, but then there's 2 additional holes on the outside of this, here and there, where there's no stock holes in the bumper, so we have to create those holes to put our own studs. So I used a 1/4-inch drill, and I made a pilot hole while we were holding it up on both sides. And then we're just going to take a 1/2-inch drill and we're going to try and widen that out. The interesting part is where they have you do it, there's almost no room to stick a 1/2-inch drill bit in there like they want you to. I may actually just see if these bolts fit through the 1/4-inch I just drilled and not make it any larger because, yeah, look at that. Let's just do that route. Why make it a 1/2-inch, guys? Your instructions, please. Install this thing on a car yourself and see. Okay. Anyways, sorry, I didn't mean to bitch on this one, but if I drill a 1/2-inch hole in that, it's gonna cut the bumper right open. Like nothing will fit. 1/4.
It's a 1/4. 1/4 only.
Guys.
Stick with 1/4.
Holy cow.
Stay 1/4. everyone. Okay, so do you want to explain?
I gotta get one more.
Okay. So basically ran into another problem, actually probably the first problem with the rear diffuser by Strafe Designs. The version 2, I believe this is version 2. That baller one right there. It's basically making us have to put it on our own studs. So what he's doing is, I don't know if you guys can see in here. So to help, because I hate when people do the how-to, this is the rear bumper, rear diffuser, if you guys know what I'm looking at right now. And there's one bolt right here and one bolt right there. That's that center piece that we put the LED lights on. And basically, I guess James can better explain it because he's basically doing all the work. But there's these little pieces right here that kind of an L shape, which is what this goes into. And so what we're doing is, I don't know if I can push this up. We basically have to make our own studs. I don't know if you can see. See if it's popping up right there? You see that little end piece? There it is. I'm moving it. Basically, we have to tighten that down and make it our own studs, which is basically taking a nut on the other end and somehow going to tighten this down so that we can, you know, secure the actual brace. And we're doing that also over here. So if you guys run into that, just understand you're going to need some sort of small ratchet that's going to be able to screw that in on the other side in order for make this fit and actually be secure. This is the underbody of the car, in case you haven't seen that. Oh shit. Hopefully delete. Alright, cool. Is that about right? Did you hear me?
No.
Cool. I think we're good. Look at him!
Yeah.
Look at him!
I don't like it in my regular clothes.
Okay, a little update. That one's cut, and this rear is cut. And now we are actually putting on the hardware that came with the kit. Now, I don't recommend using the hardware that came with the kit, but I'm tired of waiting for the hardware I'm looking to actually put in. So, and plus, this is the first time we've both had a day off together. So, last minute came down here to get this done. But here is basically one of the fender flares going on right now. Bottom one, this last one we're putting on, we're having trouble getting able to get behind the fender wall. You can't fit the fingers back there in order to put the nut on. So what we're gonna do is we're putting a small hole into the plastic of the side skirt, and it's going to basically self-tap itself into the plastic. Now, will this hold? Probably not for a long time. Yeah, we don't know, but that at least gives me some time to kind of get my hardware that I actually want.
Self-tapped.
It's looking better. It's coming together, guys. We're working on it. O'Reilly's run. That's completely irrelevant with the de-icer, but something to seal this kit, because, well, it doesn't really line up too well, so this will kind of do the best. This stuff better be good, because it was $30 damn just for one tube, and they only had one tube, so apologize. This is what I'm talking about. This gap that you see here, it's really bad, so we're gonna try and fill it with a sealer. Granted, like these are like $600 flares, which universal flares could typically be a little bit cheaper, but these are supposed to be made for my car, so that's why I got them. But it's mass production, there's imperfections, you try to adjust. I grinded some down, so it definitely helped it significantly, but it's not there yet. The fronts went on way better, lined up and everything. I just need to put like a clear coat over this black matted color for the flares, and it'll kind of fit in a little bit more and not stand out, but there's a little bit of space, but barely any, so it looks great. We're about to finish this last one. About to start cutting since we got it off the ground and the wheel off. Yeah, we'll go from there. So I'm almost done with putting that liner on. and then we're done absolutely with this, and I roll out and go home and wait to go to work at 2 in the morning. All right. Alrighty guys, we are done. We have installed, well, we still have to put on the front wheel, but besides that, basically we are done. The rears are on. There is a little bit of gappage. We're probably going to still use some of that filler as long as it's not white. That would suck. James breaking shit. The diffuser's on. I just love the look of it. Honestly, I don't know how well this is turning out on the camera, but in person it looks unbelievably amazing. I'm super glad I got this set up from Strafe Designs. So, Battle Arrow wing, in case you're wondering. Low mount kit. It's not made for the WRX, so you kind of have to fabricate it yourself. And then the fender flares are fitting good, just good. Now, granted, I'm gonna keep in mind as a note, this is supposed to have the other piece that goes to this actual door, but there's nothing to really mount it besides using self-mounting tape, double-sided tape for these. These are what go in the door to kind of complete that kit, so there's no harsh lines or anything like that. I don't think I'm going to install them, and they're poorly made too. There's a bunch of bubbles in it, and you can see there. So we'd have to sand it down a little bit to make it good. And look at all these rough edges. It's just poorly made. On a side note, on the fronts, didn't really film us doing much, but I cut into here. I don't know if you guys can even see that, but basically from like right here, we cut all the way up, including the piece that holds the front bumper to the front fender. So we cut that off completely, which gave us room to get to this bolt right here, and that made it so that we can actually put the nut in there. This one we actually had a self tap, which was just make the hole small enough to where when we screw it in, it just kind of held itself together. So we'll see how long that lasts. I'm going to be getting other hardware for that soon, and I'll make another video of me swapping that out. And then these were just easy to get to, putting the nuts in the back end. So that's pretty much it. HT auto kit's on. It's not perfect. We did a lot of measuring. We did a lot of things here and there, but we did it in an 8-hour day.
So call it 8.5.
So 8.5 hour day. Installing this kit, that includes going to Papa Murphy's and O'Reilly's to get extra stuff and eat. We also took like a half-hour break to eat. We were able to install the kit along with the rear diffuser, 2 people, and a pretty decent sized garage with some of the most basic tools. Basically, it comes with the main hardware, so you just need an Allen wrench, screwdrivers, a flathead to pop out all the pieces for the fender liner, and then either a Dremel or angle grinder. Angle grinder is great. Dremel's really nice for the small areas. Unless you're James, then you just use an angle grinder for everything. So apparently he never wants to do this again. What if I offered you a lot of money?
Alright, fine.
Yeah, it's really not that hard. You guys can do it. You guys don't have to go to a shop. You don't have to, you can do it yourself. That's all I'm saying is you can do it. Now, if you're lazy, please go to a shop or talk to a friend that can do it, and they're going to be cheaper. And obviously the results are pretty damn good. Now granted, the shop's going to be like, oh, we got to perfect it and everything, but it also risks sanding down too much or leaving gaps here and there, or they do some janky job and start using zip ties, which I refuse to do. So I got to say I'm pretty damn happy with it and the way it looks. If you guys have any questions when you see this install video, please leave it in the comments. I will do my best to reply to every single person, which it shouldn't be too hard being that this is a brand new page and I barely have any followers as is. So if this helped, let us know. If you have any questions, I will kind of fill you in on what we did. It's a pretty straightforward process. You cut, you drill, and you're good to go. As far as the under fender liner, we just kind of cut it and left it. I do recommend getting like primer or something like that for underneath the fender well. So somewhere in here, there's some open metal exposed. You don't want that to rust, so I would say coat that. But besides that, pretty good to go.
Really sexy.
Super nice. I'm super happy. Now I have to get the front lip. Otherwise, easy lip staying on here, and it just does not work with the rest of the car. But besides that, we're pretty much good for the night. So thank you guys for watching. Like this video if it helped you out. Subscribe if you're really into that. And you guys have a great night. All right. Pizza is ready. No pickles on it, right? Dude, you in your jumpsuit is just funny as shit. Oh my god. Holy shit. That is intense.
You're supposed to say it's thick, and then it's... Never mind.
It's thick.
That's what she said.
We got TV, and I still have my energy drink from way a long time ago. It is time
Let's check out what I got going on.
to feasta.
The brand new Grand Tour.
Porn? Oh, dude, wait, season 1?
Ooh.
Or season 2, episode 1.
Yes.
Are you excited too? No, you just want pizza. Get the fuck away.